Hello, guys, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Movie Reviews. We'll be doing the review of the Batman today. So let's talk about the Batman and see how the movie has done so far. Let's begin with a synopsis and begin from there, shall we? This is going to be a light review, no spoilers for this one. So I'm just going to be vague upon how the story is and how it is. I'm not going to tell much more than that. Very, very vague. So, Batman ventures into Gotham City to underworld when a sadistic killer leaves behind a trail of cryptic clues. As the evidence begins to lead closer to home and scale Predator's plans to become clear, he must forge new relationships, unmask the culprit, and bring justice to the abuse of power and uh, corporation that has long plagued Metropolis. Well, Metropolis or Gotham, you call it, whatever you call it. So let's talk about the cast members here for a moment and see who are good and awesome. Robert Pattinson has been known as the person who has done Twilight and other movies as well. So let me see what else he has done. He has Twilight. He has done the Batman. He has done the Lighthouse. He did fantastic Lighthouse. He was in Tenet. I think he was in Remember Me, Good Time. I think he was also in Harry Potter and other good films too as well. He did other movies, Inception, Twilight, and so forth and so forth. So he was in a lot of films. Robert Pattinson as Batman. He did a phenomenal job as Batman. In my opinion, I thought he was going to be a bad Batman package, but when I thought that I gave him, and then I finally found out that he went into the film, he was fantastic. He was phenomenal. Good acting. Robert Pattinson did a good job as Batman. He pulled it off as Batman. I believe that he is the second Batman I really will love a lot. And the first Batman I like was the Dark Knight series. The series from Batman's. He was also one of the best ones. He's number one. And Robert Pattinson is the second Batman. Is one of my top favorites right now. Second Batman. Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle. She was fantastic. She was phenomenal in this one. I like the concept with Batman and Selena in this one. Really good. We see much more Selena, and much more about her story, and much more about herself. Interesting. And Pino Dino as the Riddler. Riddler was much more cooler in this one. Much more. We don't see much more Riddler. We do see we do see Riddler clues and things that we don't fully know his identity until later on. Paulo Dino as Dino Riddler is that I'm gonna put that as a spoiler video. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put that in a spoiler thing, so it's gonna be called spoiler review. So I'm gonna fix that with the editing process there. So I'm gonna say it's a spoiler review and things like that. So Paulo Dino is the Riddler actually, so he is the villain. Colin Farrell is the Penguin, good villain. Jeffrey Wright is James Gordon, fantastic job. Barry Cohen is Alfred Stanley. Andy Serkis is Alfred Penny. John Toronto, he is Cameron Falco. He's also a villain too as well, in my opinion. Peter Sigurd is Gil Coulson. And Jamie Lawson Bella Real. Max Covert is the twin. Charles Covert is, and I don't know his name was. And Amber Senior is the gentleman CI. Alex Ferns, Pete Savage, Jay Largo. We don't have the name for his acting for that. Rupert Perry, Jones. We don't have the character name for that. Gil Prez, no character name for that. Lamar March Jr., Gotham City of something. And Kieran Emma's Press Woman, Angela Johan, for scene photo, some Asian lady, whatever. Yeah, Alex Ferns is Pete Savage. So yes, these are all the characters in this movie. So what I think about this movie, I mean, I believe that this movie was really exciting. There's pretty good car sequences, good action, good storytelling. This is not an origin story as you think about. It's not an origin story. They left the origin story alone, went straight for the action-packed sequences, good story, good about things, about Batman. It shows how Batman is vengeance and things like that. Then he realizes and starts helping people and stays to Gotham and helps people and saves people, and he decides to protect people much more. He's much more caring now. And this Batman, you realize in him, Bruce slowly. First, he's vengeance. He doesn't care about much about people as much. He's just not interested in people. He just like goes people off sometimes, but he does help here and there with investigations and stuff like that. I mean, one thing I did like about the film is really good, interesting stuff. Is the detective part of this movie comes straight from a comic book. Actually, in my opinion, it's really good how they did the detectiveness in this film. Really intriguing, a lot of fun. Like I said, there's a lot of sink in this film. A lot of sink in this movie. It's just a lot of packed in a 2 hour and 56 film of a film. It's almost 3 hours. It's literally kind of like 3 hours of film. I mean, it's a really action-packed film, really interesting, really fun. You know, it's just one of the best Batman films right now for DC, in my opinion. Really fantastic job how they did it. I mean, it's definitely worth watching if you're a fan of Batman, in my opinion. So, another thing is that some person actually literally bought a baby to the theater. A baby! Why would you bring a kid to the theater screaming? At least the baby was not screaming for the entire film. That would have made my experience much worse. Thank God she kid whatever crying or whatever it might be in a third act or so she was trying to cry, but not as much loud. She stopped after that. But like I said, why would you bring a child to a film? Really? Do not bring babies to the movie. Never bring a kid to R-rated film or PG-13 film. It doesn't matter. It's a freaking Batman film. Yes, I get it. Bring a baby. Don't bring a baby because it's no. Give it to a babysitter. Give it to your friend or give it to someone that actually you trust to babysit your kid. If you want to come see this film, get a babysitter. Seriously, do not bring your baby to a theater. Seriously, it's gonna affect people's experience of the movie. It's just no. Never bring your child. A kid. A kid is fine. Not a baby. Never bring a baby to a movie theater. Ever. It gets really annoying for people screaming and yelling and just no, don't do that. I love children, but do not bring your baby to the theater. It's gonna affect people's experience of the film. Thank God I didn't accept ruin my experience of the film. I really loved it in my opinion. Thank God the kid was not crying for the entire film. It definitely made it worse for me. But back to this topic again, that's Batman. I gotta say the music numbers are good. The acting wise is really fantastic. Story was really good. The Joker was really good. Joker as the Riddler was really good. Penguin was really fantastic. Let me see who played Penguin. Penguin was by Colin Farrell. He was fantastic as Penguin. Wow, he was really good as Penguin. Actually, that he was very evil. Really good how they did it, though, in my opinion. So, this to me as a Batman movie is definitely the highest rating I'll definitely will give for this movie. It definitely, sorry guys, a 9 out of 10. It is a worth of a movie for sure. Definitely a 9 out of 10, guys. 9 out of 10. I don't know why I'm not giving a 10 right now, but if I watch it again sometime eventually down the road and give it another chance, I'll definitely not a chance, but I'll definitely rewatch it again sometimes and probably give it another update again eventually. If I do or if not, I'll probably gonna give it a 9 for sure. 9 or a 10. It goes between those numbers, 9 or 10. They both deserve the same numbers aspect of the film, 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. One of those two. Tell me which one's better, 9 or 10. Put a comment below, let me know, guys, if 9 or 10 or which is good. I'm picking between those two. Those are the higher numbers I'm going to give it because it's worth it for my opinion. Because all the good scenes it has, good car sequences, good fightings, good action, good story, good characters, good villains. The plot was pretty good, really interesting. Alex Selena as the character really good as well, and between Batman and Selena were really interesting, very intriguing. I had a blast with this movie. Definitely a fun time. And if you guys heard about there were police cops were coming into the not inside the theater, but when I went to the theater, there were cops already in the subdivision of my theater already. So mostly, if you guys remember with the Dark Knight Rises film, what the shootout that happened in the movie theater. So I think that's the main reason why there were police people there at my theater. Not that there were also people inside the theater, but also out of theater too, cops. So mostly the reason why they're there is to protect people from all this happening again. Because any Batman related movie comes out, I guess they're doing it. I guess that's my guess. And other big high quality films like Spider-Man and other big blockbuster films, they don't come for that. But I think it's only for Batman they bring forth the enforcers to protect people from anything will happen. So, that's still good, I guess, to protect. So it's pretty good. They're doing that. So, with the further ado, this movie definitely gets a 9 or a 10, guys. That's my opinion. It's a vague review, but it's just, I'm not sure. If I spoiled it out for you, the villains or not, I might have in this video. But if I did have, I will definitely put a spoiler tag on it so you guys will not get spoiled. So I'll fix that when this video does get uploaded. I'll fix it up and say it's a spoiler review, so you'll be safe and sound without any worries. So put a spoiler tag in this one so you guys will be safe from the review until you guys see the movie. Come see this review when you guys get the time. As of right now, this movie definitely holds up for me as a 9 or a 10. So go support this movie, guys. Go enjoy this Batman film with your friends and family. And nothing, do not bring your babies. Next time, never bring your child a baby to the theater. Never again. Thank God the kid was not crying for the entire film. Definitely would have sucked. But on the other hand, the movie was still amazing. Did not hinder my experience with the film. I still loved it no matter what was happening during that happened. Other than that, this movie was fantastic and really enjoyable. Definitely 9 or 10. Definitely open for a sequel for sure. And it has a lot of good things I did like about this film. Detective, action, friends, family, and much more, and heroism, and coming forth of being a hero and becoming a human and becoming a Batman, true Batman at the very end, and a lot of good morals in this film. It's a much more interesting concept. This movie takes place and get more interesting within the film. And I think it shows about how Robert Pattinson did his acting. He has grown up so fast. After Twilight movie came on, other films he has done, He did so fantastic as Batman, in my opinion. I think he is good as Batman. Fit for Batman. Dude, I was wrong about you. Try, dude. Keep the good work, Batman. I believe you're a good fit for Batman. And I hope I see you more Batman of you soon. And review more about your film when it comes out in theaters. Rob Pattinson, great job. And also all the actors have done their part of their characters. And phenomenal job to all you guys. Congratulations to your acting skills, fantastic, and I hope to see you guys in the sequel. And thanks for watching this Batman review, guys, and stay for more reviews when more reviews come out. So also subscribe to my channel, have a safe weekend, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye bye.